like I was saying, sometimes you're going to get taught this way where you come up in and you just force them apart. That's an option. They also teach to go down because you can hit the elbows and they kind of fold. That's another option. Neither one of those are my favorite options, but if that's what comes to mind when somebody has you by the throat, that's okay. So what I'm going to teach you, go ahead, grab you by the throat again, and so you have a couple different options here. One, she's left herself wide open. Again, you can go with the thumb in the eye. I know it sounds silly, but if you shove your fingers up somebody's nose really far, it's going to hurt, and they're going to let go. It seems silly, but if you can shove your fingers up their nose or gouge your eyes out, they're letting go of your throat. And you can try punching her in the stomach or anything. Yeah, you can come into the head, you can come in the front. Another, maybe, I guess, less impactful option that you have, somebody mentioned pressure points earlier. You have the fatty of the thumb here that you can squeeze in. And then she's off balance. Sorry, I don't know. Right here? She's off balance right there. So I want everybody to put your hand down. Is it the inside of the thumb? Fatty part.
What are you doing?
And remember the situation a little bit more. Before, remember the first time we were pulling them off balance and then this time we're going to do the opposite. So I have her by the fatty part of her thumb. Nothing to do with fat thumb, but go ahead and put your hand down. So I get her by the fatty part of her thumb. I have her thrown a little bit off balance. I'm going to step in. Don't actually hit anybody. Don't go hard. This is not just that. Stepping in, you're staying balanced, you're staying centered, and as you step in, right there. Even if the nose, that's what you're doing right there. You give me about this, even if you can't find the pressure point, you can grab somebody by the thumb. If I can grab somebody by the thumb or whatever, and I put it back, she's going to go back. You're going to harder. And you can with the pressure point, don't worry about it. Give it just getting their hands and twisting it around. Coming out.
I don't think that'll work if we don't keep that fatty part.
Another thing you can do in this situation, if it is a single hand, again, if it's both hands, I wouldn't recommend the force, but very similar to what we did before. Go ahead and grab my shoulder. Very similar. You can lock your hand and still hit. If you feel like you're too shaky, you can't grab a hand, you can still do that arm lock and step in and hit it. Okay? You don't have to practice that, I'm sure. Remember we did the arm lock, and if you're lucky, you can still lock that arm.